angry youths allegedly stoned Boo Governor Alia in Makurdi. Alia is the Reverend Father Governor, the governor of Benue State, who is actually, I think he's an APC, but they voted for him because they felt he will be a better person looking at his profession as a Reverend Father. But only God knows what is happening to him in that state with respect to his performance. But let's dive into the detail to know what transpired. The convoy of the Benue State Governor, Hyacinth Alia, has been reportedly attacked by some youths in the Ugondu community in Makurdi local government area of the state on Wednesday. According to reports, youths from the Ugondu community of Makurdi local government area of Benue who pelted the governor's convoy with stones were protesting over plans to bury the proprietor of Vatia College, Makurdi, Michael Vatia, within the school premises located in their community. Okay. So 6 of the protesting Ugondu youths were arrested by the police for throwing stones at the governor's convoy. Governor Alia had visited Vatia College to assess the level of preparations for the burial of the deceased proprietor. So Vatia, who is the proprietor of the college, died 3 couple of days ago and is to be buried within the school premises on Thursday, okay, which is today. So the angry youths from the host community of the Ugondu allegedly invaded the school and destroyed the grave. They were seen in large numbers chanting war songs when the governor was addressing leaders of the community in the school. So according to Daily Post, okay, the said youth disrupted the proceedings as security escorts attempted to prevent them from accessing the school. So while some of the governor's entourage were trapped outside, so sources who spoke with the platform said the youths allegedly fired gunshots into the air to scare people, but were overpowered by the arrival of the police special unit, codenamed Operation Zenda, and several of them were arrested. So Governor Alia, while addressing leaders of the Ugondu community, among them were former Senator Fred Otti, retired Permanent Secretary Akange Audu, and Te Makurdi, and other traditional rulers, cautioned against acts that could create chaos and disunity in the state. So he said, I have come to correct some misgivings that happened in the rulership of your son as governor. I sent both the Tiv, Idoma, and other tribes overseas for training without discrimination. I want to believe you, the traditional and community leaders, denying involvement in what has happened. Can you imagine? Surely some youths arrested will make confessions, and if they mention your name, be ready to go and answer. So he added that about a week ago, an Igbo man and one other person who died were buried in Makurdi town without protest from any youth group and called for calm. So Governor Alia, who later addressed students on campus, assured them of safety during and after the burial. So he directed the Assistant Commissioner of Police in charge of operations to ensure that peace prevails during the wake-keeping and the burial slated for Thursday. So the reconstruction of the damaged grave by the irate Ugondu youth was ongoing at the time of this report ahead of the interment of the deceased proprietor in the school. So the proprietor of that school died, and they were preparing to bury him when this problem came up. So is it that they don't want the man to be buried in the school, or they don't want the man to be buried at all, or that they don't like the governor? So what could lead to that? Those are the questions that actually currently are begging for answer. But now stoning the convoy of the governor, what does that mean? Does it mean that the governor is not doing well? Does it mean that the people don't want the governor? What? Or is it because the governor belongs to APC? Because a lot of people don't like APC anymore as far as Nigeria is concerned. Anywhere you see APC now, it is, hatred for them everywhere. So, but the governor is trying to defend himself, saying he has sent a lot of them to overseas for scholarship from different tribes within the state, and he did not discriminate. So why are they behaving like this? But the good news is that some of the youths that were involved in this act have been arrested, and now governor has warned the traditional rulers and the elders that they should warn their children, and the ones that have perpetrated this have been arrested. Let them get ready, because if their names are mentioned in the process of confession, they will all go in for it. That's exactly what Governor Ali is saying. But the good news is that they did not, they did not injure him, and they did not destroy a lot of his things, if not for security anyway. Okay, so they stoned him, but they did not tell us why they stoned him. They just told us the activity that they were going there to do. So why did they stone him? Is it that the governor took their money, or they don't like the governor, or they didn't want the man to be buried in that place? Where else do they want the man to be buried? Those are the questions that is making this news, or is begging for answer from this news. This one now, wow. But the another thing again is that now that they stole this governor's convoy, is it because the governor is a reverend father and is a gentleman and does not want, probably will not make open trouble? So why did that happen? Can you do that to the convoy of somebody like Governor Hope Uzodinma of Imo State? Can you do that? You can't. Or the governor of Zamfara State, can you do that? So only God knows why they did that. But again, could it be that Nigerian youths and children are tired of, or are getting tired of Nigerian politicians? Well, let them begin to give them water, if that's the case. Because Nigerian politicians, actually, we don't know who to trust among them again. All of them are just something else, I tell you. So I just hope that, the situation will not degenerate to something that is undesired, that can lead to death. But now they want to bury somebody and they're causing trouble there. Meanwhile, some people have been buried there previous week and nothing happened. So they really need to calm down. Or is it that they're asking for something? Because they are chanting war song and they shot some guns into the air. So it means that they were prepared for fight. But now that I've been overpowered and arrested, will that continue? No, nobody fights government. Nobody fights government. All right, so thank you for listening. Let's have a comment. That was what happened to Governor Alia at Makurdi.